what happens when your potential goes unrecognized, even by you. So here are some of the pointers. The first is like you undermine your success and you think that it is just your luck. If this kind of question comes to your mind, then ask yourself, if someone truly evaluated your work today, would you believe their praise? What part of you is exhausted from pretending you are still figuring things out despite years of proof? When did self-doubt become safer than self-belief? Who would you be if you stopped needing permission to feel capable? So if the first thing happens, as you can see in the screen, that you think your success to be just you have become lucky, then you have to ask these questions. Then if this question comes to you, like afraid of being smart in the meeting, so if you are keeping silent in the meetings in the fear that you will be recognized or found out, then ask yourself these questions. How often do you stay silent in meetings because you fear sounding not smart enough? What opportunities have you delayed because you felt you needed one more qualification, one more certification? Are less capable people moving ahead simply because they believe they belong there, and you think, how come these junior people are getting ahead? What is the real cost of being seen as reliable instead of exceptional? So, which is your preference? Do you want to be exceptional or do you want to be reliable? A tough question to ask yourself, but ask this question. If your potential were fully visible, whose approval would you no longer need? Now the third question is, you hold on because you were not ready for next level. If this is the situation happening to you, then it is a leadership and delegation problem. So ask these questions to yourself. Do you hold on to work because letting go might expose your limits? Are you overworking to compensate for a fear that you will be found out? I don't know what all that means, but you are afraid of being found out. Maybe. What would collapse if you stopped proving your worth every day? You're very busy, right? Is your leadership constrained by the need to be perfect rather than effective? So, if you are very delayed in your decision making, who suffers? Your team, your family, or yourself because you won't step back? Now, what is your price tag? It is such an obvious question of development professional. They are not very sure of themselves and remain remain unrecognized. बट बाजार में आपका प्राइस क्या है? आपका मार्केट वैल्यू कितना है? हाउ मच इनकम आर यू लूजिंग बाय अंडर प्राइसिंग योर एक्सपीरियंस? आर यू चूजिंग स्टेबिलिटी बिकॉज इट इज सेफ और बिकॉज यू डाउट योर वैल्यू? What legacy are you building if your brilliance remains hidden? If you retire today, would your impact match your capability? What dream have you quietly downsized to avoid embarrassment? So these are the questions also come up with this question of your price tag. Then the next question is, who are you inside? Besides your designation. So suppose you are a senior manager. Besides that designation, who are you? How long can you keep carrying successes that doesn't feel like yours? Maybe you don't feel like the senior manager. You might be feeling like, say, the CEO of the company. But Are you that? What happens to your peace when your inner critic speaks louder than reasons? Are you tired of being admired extremely but unsure internally? When did success stop feeling joyful and start feeling fragile? What part of you is grieving the life you could have lived? And the reality check question is, what if nothing changes in 5 years at your end? Then what is your plan B? What you would regret the most? What proof are you still waiting for that may never come? Who benefits from you staying small? And who pays the price? If your younger self saw you today, would they be proud or confused? What would change if you finally trusted the evidence of your own life? And here is a powerful trigger. What if the problem was never that you weren't enough, but that you never allowed yourself to fully arrive? You didn't even know that you are capable of this or whatever you choose to be. Thought. And please come back to our Sunday session, which always happens at 2 p.m. every Sunday. And let us discuss about some of this if you have these questions in your mind. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you and I'll wait for you in our Sunday session. Thank you for